Hi there.
Yeah.
So, we're quite excited to be bringing you this video, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, you may have noticed the little features paid promotion tag at the top when the video first started. So, we just want to be clear, we've not actually been paid for this as such, have we?
No.
Why have we not, Laura? What's happened really?
Because it's our little business that we've set up.
Absolutely right, yes. So, we've decided to set up a little business selling internet routers for campervans, caravans, mobile homes, boats,
Cars.
tents, sheds, whatever you want. If it's off-grid, you've got internet. Right, so the little business that we've set up, it's called Wandering Wi-Fi, and then reliable Wi-Fi wherever you wander. So, the little main features of our router before we show you it. So it accepts any network SIM. It doesn't matter, it's unlocked, it doesn't matter who you go with, whether it's Vodafone, O2, whoever. Like I say, it's unlocked to all networks. Whether you've got 12 volt DC power or 240 mains power in your off-grid van, home, boat, whatever, it doesn't matter. We've got you covered for both of those. The 12 volt is by a car cigarette lighter style socket, and the 240 volts is a 3-pin mains plug. It is quite small and discreet, as you'll see. It's a little bit thicker than a mobile phone, but it's not much bigger really if you discount the antennas that are attached to it. So it is quite small and compact. It's got a built-in signal amplifier, so if you're in an area that has very weak signal, provided there is some signal, it will pick it up and it will amplify it to give you a better connection. Once you've got that better connection, you can connect up to 32 devices.
So it also comes with a 2-year warranty. So if you have any problems with it, then you can get back in touch, let us know, and we'll hopefully be able to get it fixed for you. And if not,
yep, they'll get a new one. The warranty is for faults only. It's not for if you drop it in a bucket of water or something like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you've got any issues, obviously we'll try and solve it over the phone or email, whatever you prefer. You know, we've got no problem giving you our mobile number if you've got an issue, and we'll speak to you on the phone. Yeah, if we can't resolve it over the phone or via email, text, whatever you want, then send it back to us. We'll have a look. If we can get it working again, great, we'll get it back to you once it's repaired. If not, like I say, we'll, depending on the situation, we'll either send you a new one or we'll refund you the money. You know, well, we're not going to leave you in the lurch, basically. You know, we're normal people like you. We're not this big faceless corporation where, you know, you get passed from pillar to post and nobody cares. You know, it's me and it's Laura, you know. We do care because we would want people to care about us. Yeah, so
it works in the UK and mainland Europe.
Yep. So provided you've got data roaming on whatever SIM card you have, you can use that overseas, or alternatively, once you're over into mainland Europe, if that's where you're going in your van, then you just buy a local SIM card and pop that in and that'll work.
Yep. There is optional antenna upgrades.
While we don't have those to hand at the moment, we are waiting for those to be delivered from our supplier. They should be here within 2 or 3 weeks, and as soon as we have them, we'll do a new video, and we'll also update them on our website, on our Instagram, and on our X, Twitter. It still feels weird calling it X. It's Twitter, yeah. You know. And then lastly,
it only costs £135.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, so we can offer a discount code.
That's right.
Yeah, and we will put the discount code in the box below, in the comment box below, and we'll tell you it.
Yeah. So, how much are they going to get discount, Laura?
It is 10%.
And the discount code will be
WW10.
That's Wandering Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So WW10 gets you 10% off.
Yep. So that's £13.50 off £135.
So, Laura, if they want one, where do they go? What's the website address?
So it is
Closer.
www.wanderingwifi.co.uk.
I should probably zoom it out so you can see all of the leaflet. Yes, www.wanderingwifi.co.uk. But anyway, no one wants to see that. They want to see what you get. So, Laura, why don't you show them what they get?
Yeah. So yeah, this is the box here. So Wi-Fi coverage, multi-user access. Just insert the SIM card. Ethernet cable connection as well. So if you want to hardwire it, you can. And it's connected with an external antenna. So that is the box that it comes in. Obviously it says 4G wireless router and it's got the picture of the product as well. So in the box,
I'll get Laura to do this because she's got the nails to pick the bits because I'll chew mine.
so when you first open the box, you get this leaflet in the box and it just says Wandering Wi-Fi.
It doesn't just say that
And
though.
it says that it's powered by Wave Connect.
That's right. So we've partnered with a company called Wave Connect. They have supplied us with some multi-network SIM cards and you get some free data preloaded on that SIM card as well. So basically, if you're not sure what a multi-network SIM card is, it can connect to all the different networks. So in the UK, like I say, you've got Vodafone, 3, although they've just over the last couple of days merged, so they might become one. But as of right now, they're still separate companies. And then you've got O2 and then...
EE?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the 4 big ones anyway. So yes, basically, so from what I'm aware of it, it'll try to connect to like Vodafone. And then if it can't connect to Vodafone, it'll jump over to O2, and then it'll jump to EE, and then it'll jump to, what was the other one? 3. I'm not very good at this.
Strongest signal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets basically the best signal in the area where you are, and then obviously gives you internet.
Yeah.
So
you just open up the little leaflet that it comes with, and you have your Wave Connect SIM card just at the top here. And it says your router includes 2 GB of UK and EU data for 30 days, which activates on first connection. So that's from you activating the SIM card. So it's not activated when it's in this form. You take it out and you activate it yourself.
just very quickly to put in, to activate the SIM card, you don't have to do anything special. You just literally, you pop it into the router, you give it a couple of minutes. Once it's powered on, it'll sort itself out if you just leave it, and then it'll get a connection. I'll show you shortly on the router when you know that it's connected, but you don't have to do anything special. If you don't want to, you don't have to register, although obviously to top it up once you've used your data, you do have to register. So I would always recommend registering if you're going to continue with the Wave Connect. That said, you don't have to use the Wave Connect. You can use your own SIM card. You can take the one out of your phone, or you can buy, I think, is it Smarty?
Or gift gaff as well.
Yeah, but Smarty do, it's something like about 100 gigabytes for a tenner or something like that, you know. But obviously that's restricted to one network. We don't want to say you have to use these. You can use whatever's right. You do what's right for you.
Yeah.
So, next.
And then it says your preloaded SIM is configured to connect to all available networks once it is inserted into your router. So I'm assuming this is just your settings. So you switch on your roaming, you switch on your APN, and it's data only, which is 4G and 5G it says.
Yeah, these are data SIMs. There's no like minutes and texts. You can't, well, I'm saying you can't put in a mobile phone. I don't know, maybe you can. I should have asked, really. The guy at Wave Connect, Matthew, is a really lovely guy. I've spent a while speaking to him on the phone, but that's not something I've really asked because it wasn't what we're looking for. But it's data only. It goes in your router and it gives you data. So, yeah.
And then you have a QR code just here. And it says register your SIM at sim.waveconnect.co to view data, use and refill. So refill, obviously,
Yeah, to top it up.
to top it up.
Yeah. Yeah, the QR code, I've done it myself. You scan it and it literally opens the website address ready for you to get sorted. So
that's what you get on
that's
the
that out
top
of the
of
way.
the package.
So I think it's probably best if we'll just quickly get everything out on a table. We'll show you what you get and then we'll come back to you. Right, so we've unpacked everything on the table here and we're just going to go through everything, what you get in the box basically. So first of all, we've got the router. So this is it. It's in a metal case. It's quite sturdy. It's not very big, like I say. We've got my iPhone here, 15. Yeah, I can never remember. There's that many of them now. Like I say, so that's it. It's the same width exactly, actually, as the iPhone 15 in a case. Obviously, it's got the little brackets on the router, so we'll put that on the bottom. So it's a little bit shorter, and then thickness-wise, it's probably
about 2 iPhones together.
Yeah, probably about the thickness of 2 iPhones together. So it's not very big. I've got a ruler here, so we'll measure it quickly. I'll measure including the fitting brackets on the side. So length, it is just over 13 centimeters. It's 13.3 millimeters, I think. Just over 13 centimeters. So obviously you've got connectors on the top and bottom. So I'll try and measure those. It'll just be kind of roughly by eye. It is pretty much 9 centimeters from there to there. And then thickness, it is 2.2 centimeters thick. So yeah, that's it, and it's fairly light. I don't know what the weight is. I should have probably done that before, but anyway, it's not heavy. So on the router itself, you've got the SIM card slot on the top. You've got a reset button on the top if you need it. It is marked, so you put your Wi-Fi antennas on the top, and then your 4G LTE antennas on the bottom. On the upgraded antennas that we'll have soon, obviously the connectors, they're labelled main LTE and auxiliary LTE. So obviously you'd put your main one on the main side and then your auxiliary one on the other side. So that's your LTE 4G connecting points there. Obviously 12 volt power supply, but if you're using your mains plug, obviously it cuts it down from 240 volts to 12 volts. It goes in there. Your 2 LAN points, the LAN cable connectors go in there, and if I'm totally honest, I have no idea what goes in there. Sorry. Yeah, so that's the router. So what else do we get, Laura? What have you got in your hand?
The instruction manual.
Nah, don't need them. Although you do need them, because if you don't follow the instructions and you damage it by mistake, you wouldn't be able to make a warranty claim because you didn't follow the instructions. So don't listen to idiots like me saying don't use the instructions.
So the little green port on there isn't actually shown in the...
See, told you, not important. While Laura's being the professional and reading instructions, I'll show you how to set it up quickly. So, as I said, you've got your 3-pin plug with the adapter on it, but we're not going to use that in this instance. We are going to use the 12 volt cigarette lighter cable. Now the antennas as well, you get 2 for your 4G LTE and you get 2 for the Wi-Fi. They are marked on clearly, so I'll just bring this up and see if you can see just on here that says Wi-Fi. Hopefully it's going to focus. And then on this one it says LTE. So we'll just make sure that we get them on, and literally just making sure that you're putting them on the right bits. You just put it on and it just screws into place. And then these antennas, you can fold them so you can have it like that if you want to the side, just so it's flat against like a wall over this side. We'll show you that shortly. But yeah, you can have them however you want. So I'm just going to quickly connect the other antennas and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've got all the antennas connected onto here quickly. So there is a couple of other little bits in the box. Like I say, you've got your leaflet with your SIM card, your instruction book, you've got your network cable, and you also get these, they are SIM card adapters. Now, we've got two different colours. These ones are black ones, we've got white ones as well. You just get whichever at random, you know, it is what it is. So while the Wave Connect SIM cards, once you pop it out of the larger SIM card, obviously you just pop it out of the larger SIM card, you take that bit, and you just put that straight into the router. If you're using one out of your mobile phone, for example, you might only have like the micro SIM or nano SIM, is it called?
It's a nano
Yeah.
SIM now.
So
yeah.
you might only have the tiny little SIM, so you can just pop it into here, and then obviously you can pop that into the SIM card slot on the top of your router. So, pop this one out of the way, because I've already got one of the Wave Connect SIM cards. So literally you just pop the SIM card out of the larger bit. So keep hold of this, because it has got the SIM card number on the back. You will need that to register it on the Wave Connect network. And also it's got the QR code again that will take you to the Wave Connect website. So you've got your SIM card. I will show you just there. I won't show you the back because it's got numbers on in case they're important. Oops, all that. And then, so you just get your SIM card, and it does show you on the router which way you pop it in. So just that way, and it just clicks into place. It is important to put the SIM card in before you connect it to a power source. So, I think we're going to have to move a little bit closer to the camera for this. Okay, so we've got the router, and just plug this in, and then straight away all the LED lights have come on. You can see them just down there. And then basically you just need to wait for a few minutes. Have some patience, just pop it on the side. I don't know, check your text messages, check Facebook, whatever. Just give it a couple of minutes. So, like I say, we've already got the SIM card in, so ours is already registered. So you just need to go, let it wait and go through all the motions. And then eventually there is a little icon. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one down. It is in between LAN2 and 3G. It looks like, for us older people who know, the Internet Explorer logo, like the lowercase e with like a loop around it. So we just need to wait for it to go down and that one to start flashing. So like I say, we'll just give it a minute and then we'll come back once that's on. Okay, so we are connected now, and you can see the LEDs down the side. So the ones that are illuminated right now, we've got the power LED at the top, we've got the Wi-Fi LED, the second one down. The very bottom is showing that it's connected to 4G, and the one that is blinking here, like I say, it's the fifth one from the top. It shows that it's got internet and it's broadcasting it. So like I say, I liken it to the old Internet Explorer logo. So anyway, we'll put that there. And I've got my mobile phone, I've got the Wi-Fi networks turned off, so we'll turn it on quickly. So it's just waiting to pick up the networks. Okay, so it's picked it up there. This is, I don't want to show the networks to the screen because obviously it's got our home Wi-Fi network that we don't want people to know and connect to. But it's brought up a long list of different networks. Oh, I can show different ones here. So it's got my networks. Obviously, it's got Laura's phone as a hotspot. It's got the other ones that are available in the area. And it's got the important one, that's this one here, the LTE Wi-Fi. And then it's got a little combination of letters and numbers at the end of it, just to show which one this one is. So it's got D36F, that is ours, but yours will be different. So obviously I can tell you the network name on this one because it's got a password on it. So we'll just connect to that. Just give it a second. There you go, it is connected. So I've got the mobile data turned off on my phone. It is just this. And then on here, I've got the Open Signal app. So this is on our drive outside our home in North Tyneside. So it's not a rural area, it's just a normal area. Usually we get 5G signal here. Obviously this is only capable of 4G. So we've got a little speed test. So I'll put that on the table for now. And so it's saying that it's checking the network. So, in our garden, like I say, in the van, bear in mind this is a metal box, so it acts as a little bit of a Faraday cage. So we've got 6.5 megabytes download, 6.6 megabytes upload, and 3.1 ms latency. I don't know what that is, if I'm totally honest. So yeah, I mean, we've got a little test video button, so we can show this. This is in 360p resolution, so we'll see what it does. Does it have volume? No, it doesn't. So that's showing the video. Yeah, that video is clear as day. Yeah, so that was in standard definition. It had 6.0 seconds to load it, 0 buffering, and 59.3% playback. So just out of curiosity, I'm going to open the door on the van, and then I'm going to see what the speed is after that. Oh, blinded by the sunlight. It's been absolutely pouring down, so it's been pitch black, and then now it's brilliant. So I'm just going to move this over towards the door. Just obviously, when you're fitting it in your van, you'll have to find out which is the best spot for you in your van. You know, for us personally, once we've got the upgraded antennas, we were going to fit it in the box that's under the seat. So, right, so it says it's connected again. Yeah, so there was a massive jump in the speed compared to before. So it says it's 8.7 megabyte downloads, 9.9 megabytes per second upload. Latency, I think, is the same, but I still don't know what it is. That's the same as well. So yeah, so that is the speed test on our router. So yeah, like I say, this is the router. Obviously, you can have the antennas like that, and obviously they'd go flat against the wall. You can, like I say, change the position of however you want them. You know, you can have them like that if they need to go somewhere else. Like I say, it's entirely up to yourself. For us personally, we're not going to have the bottom ones on. We are going to have the upgraded antennas. And like I say, the upgraded antennas, they come with a 3-meter cable. So obviously you plug it in there and you've got 3 meters to get it to where you need. The one that we are opting for is an outside antenna. So it'll be outside of the van. So there'll be no interference whatsoever by the metal casing of the van. So yeah, like I say, these routers, £135 is our set price on our website, which is www.wanderingwifi.co.uk. But like I say, we are going to give you a 10% discount code if you want to buy one. Laura, what was that discount code again? While you say it, I'll put it across the screen.
So it was WW10
yes.
for 10% off.
Yeah. So, like I say, 10% off with your discount code. That, by the way, it includes free postage. It's not like 135 quid plus 20 quid postage or whatever. 135 quid minus the 10%, obviously, is what it'll be for the router in your hand with the mains power cable, the 12 volt power cable, the SIM card, from Wave Connect with 2 GB of data loaded on. And yeah, like I say, away you go. Just very quickly for fitting it. So obviously on the brackets on the side here, they've got little screw holes where I've got some screws in my pocket to show you. You can mount it permanently. Well, like I say, you would screw it into the wall or just underneath, if I can get the screw to come out without dropping it, but I dropped it. So obviously it's got the ones where you can kind of slip it over. That was, so they've just dropped our neighbour's son off and tooted the horn. So it's our friend Big Jack. So yeah, like I said, the screws, you would screw them into the wall, and then obviously you can slide this over and drop it on, and then to take it off again, you'd shove it up and remove it. It's up to you how you want to do it. If you're living in your van and you're using it daily, you'll probably just mount it using the fixing hose. If you're like us and you're just using the van, you know, on the odd occasion, you might not want to leave this in the van all the time. You know, in the winter time you get condensation in your van. You don't want condensation getting inside of it. Equally, if someone breaks in, they might pinch it, so you might want to store it safely. And then, like I say, you would just use these ones and hook it on, and just when you're done, lift it up, slide it off and take it away. So I think that's probably about it. Yeah. So as always, do please let us know what you've thought of this video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you've got any comments in the comments section below, please do leave them in the comment section below.
Yeah.
I messed that up. And
press the bell button.
Yeah, the subscribe button. Although if you watched our previous video about the van, we're not sure how many more videos we'll be doing. We have had a little bit of an update for the situation of the van, but it's not concrete yet, so we don't want to tell everyone what our future plans are yet, and until we know for certain, like I say, what we're doing. But you know, watch this space, and we might have an update sooner rather than later for what's happening with this van, potentially a new van, you know, whatever. We'll see what the situation is. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Bye.